On the 21st of December, I picked a train to Berlin because I had to go to Madrid. So this is a train to, and I got to Magdeburg, Brandenburg actually. I was stuck because the last train was gone and it was midnight. I didn't know what to do. I was freezing. My hands were cold, painful, and my whole body was shaking. I didn't know what to do. But finally, I was able to get to Berlin. I waited till I got a bus, and that bus actually sent me to a place where I was able to take a next train to Berlin. So here is Berlin Hauptbahnhof, Berlin main train station. And I was waiting for the next train to come so that I could go to the airport. So here I had to wait for like 5 hours. Finally it came and I went to the airport. I got into the plane and here, praise God, I'm still alive because I actually thought I was going to die. I had the most scariest flight experience ever in my whole life. I've been traveling a lot, but this one, I thought we were gonna die because it felt like the airplane was shaking and it felt like there were potholes, big potholes on the clouds or mountains, and it felt like the plane was actually flying through mountains and roller coaster. It was crazy. So throughout this flight I had to pray like crazy. There was not a single minute that I didn't pray. I was praying the whole time. I was actually kind of thinking about my daughter, thinking about my mom, and I was like, okay, it is what it is. Whatever it is, God help us, bring us safe, and let everybody be safe. And I was imagining things like, guys, I was imagining things like crazy, like what happens if it crashes when I'm dead and what happens. I was thinking about so many things because it was the scariest turbulences I ever had in my life. The weather was bad at some time. It was freezing and you could see that the wings were actually frozen. There were huge ice on the wings and it was shaking really. People were actually scared in the flight, and at this point I thought we were really gonna die because oh my god, it was too much for me and I was so scared. So thank God that nothing bad happened and we were actually able to land safely. So this is my worst experience ever with aircrafts or planes. My worst experience ever. So here it was stable again. It was stable when it come up and it goes out of the clouds, then it's stable. But when it has to change level and it has to go up or down into the clouds, then it's not stable again. Then it starts shaking like crazy. And finally we go to Madrid. It was not the best experience and I really wish that I never experienced this again ever in my life. And this particular flight, it was my first time ever taking this particular flight. So if any of you has experienced or has ever experienced something like that with this particular flight, you can drop it in the comment section. So we actually landed in Madrid peacefully without a problem. So at this point when the plane got to this level down and I could see the ground and the landscape, I was like, oh God, you are great. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for saving us. Thank you for saving everybody. God, please don't bring us safely. don't know why, because I don't know if it's because in the last years there have been lots of plane crash or these Indian stories and whole lots of these things. I don't know if it's the reason, but I had so much fear. I have so much fears like never before, and it felt like I was too scared that I had the feeling that I was going to die. I had the feeling that this plane was going to shake. Really, the only thing I did to this video is maybe I cut some of the video and I had to speed some parts or lower some part, but this plane was shaking like this, and oh my god, I was I was praying throughout this journey. Yes, so this was it. You could see that the weather gets better at a point in time, and then it will be bad again. But hey, come on. I don't know if I'm the only one who have ever had this kind of fear with flights, or I don't know. But damn it, I was scared. I was scared. I was scared as if I was so scared, and I really prayed to do that. So yeah, that's it. I decided to do this video so that I don't know, but so that I could share this experience and see if I'm the only one who had this flight fear, or are there others out there also with flight fear. Yes, so this is my worst experience ever. Crazy. Oh my god, this was so crazy, like crazy. Oh, but finally we got there. Here is Madrid airport, and I had to get a taxi to my hotel. I had to go to Madrid and return the next day. Actually, I had to do something at the Ghana embassy, so this is it. I got a taxi and then got to the hotel where I was supposed to be. I can't speak Spanish, but then I had to use translator to help me translate. Yes, and finally I felt really relieved when I got to my hotel room and everything was cool. So that the next day, but that same day, to be honest, I had to visit the Madrid Sports Stadium. So that video will come next on my next vlog. So stay tuned, like and comment, and please share your experience with me. So see you in my next video. Bye. And thank you for watching.